Hey, good morning everybody. Dr. Z here. So today I want to talk to you about posture and movement and how you can use simple movements that are natural to your spine to help break up habitually bad posture. So let's start with this. We have all had days like this. I'm going to tell you that there are basically two reasons why your spine hangs out in this position, and particularly if it's habitual or ongoing or people have told you your whole life, sit up straight. There's an explanation for it that isn't just you're being lazy and not trying hard enough. How about that? So reason number one is you have experienced enough physical or emotional or even chemical trauma to your body that your body has gotten really used to being on guard. And that's what this position is about. This is the fight or flight reflex trying to protect you, mechanically squeezing blood out of the digestive system and into the extremities, into your arms and legs. So if there is a bear or a tiger chasing you, you're not trying to digest your lunch. You're trying to get away from it, right? And so whether macro trauma, a great big single incident, or much more commonly actually, a series of micro traumas, small insults to your body and your nervous system, your body has gotten really used to being on guard. And this is what that looks like. So that's reason number one, that you might have this chronically slouched posture. Reason number two that you might have this chronically slouched posture is we live in a really stimulating world. The world has more input coming at our senses than probably ever before in human history. And there's one time in our lives where we're constantly curled up into a C. And that C shape happens when we're in utero, which is, as it happens, for most of us, a pretty relaxing time to be alive. There's not a lot of sensory input, there's not a lot to be focused or paying attention to, right? And so now, as adult humans, having the tailbone tuck under and the head curl forward is really soothing when we're overstimulated. I know that at the end of a really busy and intense day or after a really blowout holiday weekend, all I want to do is sit on the couch and slump. And that's because this literally puts your brain into a reset mode. It shuts everything down. It dulls all sensory input. So, if that's the reason you're doing this, it's not necessarily because you've had a bunch of injuries, it's because you're so overstimulated that this is the only way you can get yourself to relax. Okay. So, what can we do about it now that we know the two reasons that you're probably stuck like this? The simplest thing is introduce a movement to the spine that helps your spinal cord reset that fight, flight, paralyze action, right? And that's a fairly straightforward motion that from the side again looks like this. It's just a front back wave. And what I'm thinking about is letting my pelvis flex forward and back and letting everything else follow. Kind of like if you have a rope in your hand and you whip a wave down the rope towards the other end. Same idea. You want this movement happening at every spinal level. Every place where that movement can't happen because you've had some kind of injury or have held that part of your body still for a long time, you have scar tissue there. Every place that happens, the brainstem or the spinal cord can't quite get the signal that we're cool, it's safe, the bear, the tiger, it's gone. So if you're stuck, this is a way to help break up some of the stuckness. If you have a real fixation there, what in chiropractic we'll call a subluxation, which is a combination of a fixation and a neurological component where the nerves aren't functioning properly, if you have that there, this won't fix it, but it should free up some movement and help to reset the parts of your body that are stuck in fight, flight, back into rest, chill out, open up, digest the food. You're not having to run away anymore. So, once again, this is a game to play if you chronically slouch. And if you don't, check out the friends around you. Check out the people who are near you. See if they do. If you're surrounded by this, there's a good possibility that you're doing this and don't know it. So try it out. Try it. I like to do this standing and waiting for the train, waiting for the bus. I'm a little bit of an exhibitionist with that kind of thing. I like to dance and sing in public too. Your mileage may vary. But Try it first thing in the morning when you're getting up and getting ready to hop in or out of the shower. Just let your spine find this wave. If it's difficult, you really need it, because that means you're used to getting stuck in this fight, flight, defense pattern. And maybe you don't need to be quite that well guarded. Give it a try. If you have any questions, by all means, drop me an email or send me a text message. I'm happy to talk with you about it. And if you have places that you just can't get this to move through, give me a call, come see me, let me take a look, and I'll help you figure out what to do about it. All right, have a good one.